Okay, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, the poetry of the Belle Isle Saint. This dramatic reading is called I Poop Sometimes. I poop sometimes. But not right now. But later maybe. Not sure when. Possibly before sleep. But right now, I'm drunk. I poop sometimes. Thank you.
Hidden under years of untamed creeping vegetation, behind acres of unkempt woods, lies one of Detroit's long-forgotten gems, left to decay and visited only by guerrilla artists and bold urban explorers. Situated in the middle of Belle Isle, a small island jewel nestled nicely between Detroit in the US and Windsor in Canada, the Belle Isle Safari Zoo was not always decrepit and has only recently been forgotten. Closed in 2002 for the season, the zoo was destined to never open again due to terrible budgeting and city government corruption that wasted millions in state and federal grants that would have kept the zoo viable. The zoo was quickly replaced by a much more inferior, cold, and impersonal nature zoo that annually sees dwindling numbers of visitors and exhibits. The Belle Isle Safari Zoo was originally the only Detroit zoo around. Later, after the Detroit Zoo was moved to Royal Oak, the Belle Isle Zoo became a children's zoo, focusing on children's activities and learning events. Year after year, the zoo entertained and enthralled thousands of children and adults alike. Around 1970, the zoo was given a final redesign by Bob Garbutt, who took inspiration from African-style huts. A raised boardwalk was built that encircled the zoo and became a unique highlight, giving spectators the chance to get the best view of the animals in the rather large open expanses. Exhibits featuring African species such as lions, elephants, and tigers headlined. Also, there were seals, various insects, and snakes. A petting area within the zoo showcased local domestic animals such as sheep, goats, and cows. Unfortunately, in 2002, then-Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick decided not to reopen the zoo after it was forced to close early due to budget cuts. Following a city council vote and city meeting, federal and state funds were awarded to be used to reopen the zoo. In a telling show of corruption, Kilpatrick used those funds to build a new, inferior nature zoo on the other side of the island. He awarded the construction contract to family friend Bobby Ferguson's construction firm. The new zoo featured a herd of sickly white-tailed deer in a constrictive caged area and a few exhibits of local Belle Isle wildlife. The old and much more characteristic zoo sits mere acres from the new zoo, as if taunting those brave enough to come explore what once was and what could have been. Entry into the old zoo is illegal, as no trespassing signs are abundant and easy to see. However, for those wishing to break the rules of society, entry to the zoo can be gained if one is vigilant enough. Due to the work of scrappers and explorers who refuse to follow the golden rule of urban exploration, the zoo is changing daily, evolving into its next state of decay, bearing its battle scars and its graffiti like a prisoner telling his story of years behind bars. In a way, the zoo is a prisoner locked up by government corruption, incarcerated but ultimately innocent, forced to watch the world go by, and unable to allow the public into its expanses. One day the zoo will undoubtedly be raised, and after the years go by it will be explorers like us that keep the memory alive.
This is the, this is to open up the cage.
See, to pull that back and forth. Go ahead and pull it. See? A light bulb of some kind, I think. Can't tell. Yeah, it does. No, but it could be, you're the one with the stick.